The case of the Alphabet murders. The Alphabet murders, also known as the double initial murders, refers to a series of unsolved murders of 3 young girls in Rochester, New York, during the early 1970s. The name Alphabet murders comes from the fact that each of the victims' first and last names started with the same letter, and they were found in towns with names starting with the same letter as their initials. Despite extensive investigations, the true identity of the killer or killers remains unknown. The victims: 1. Carmen Colon, November 16, 1971. Age, 10. Disappearance: Carmen Colon disappeared while running an errand for her family. She was last seen leaving a pharmacy in Rochester. Discovery: her body was found 2 days later, 12 miles away in Churchville, New York. She had been sexually assaulted and strangled. 2. Wanda Walkowicz, April 2, 1973. Age, 11. Disappearance: Wanda Walkowicz was last seen walking home from a grocery store in Rochester. Discovery: her body was found the next day at the bottom of a hill near an expressway in Webster, New York, 7 miles from Rochester. She had been sexually assaulted and strangled. 3. Michelle Maenza, November 26, 1973. Age, 11. Disappearance: Michelle Maenza disappeared on her way home from school in Rochester. Discovery: her body was found 2 days later in Macedon, New York, 15 miles away from Rochester. She had been sexually assaulted and strangled. Investigation. The investigation into the Alphabet murders involved extensive efforts by local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies. Key elements of the investigation included: witness testimonies. Witnesses reported seeing a vehicle near the scenes of Carmen Colon's abduction and Wanda Walkowicz's abduction, but descriptions varied, and no conclusive leads emerged. Forensic evidence: despite the recovery of bodies with signs of sexual assault and strangulation, forensic technology at the time was limited. Advances in DNA technology later led to re-examinations of the evidence, but no definitive matches were found. Suspects: numerous suspects were investigated, but none were conclusively linked to all 3 murders. Some of the notable suspects included: Kenneth Bianchi, known as one of the Hillside Stranglers. Bianchi lived in Rochester during the time of the murders and was investigated. However, no definitive evidence linked him to the Alphabet murders. Joseph Nasso, convicted of similar double-initial murders in California, Nasso was also investigated for the Alphabet murders. While there were similarities, no concrete evidence connected him to the Rochester cases. Challenges: the cases were challenging due to the lack of conclusive forensic evidence, the similarities in the victims' profiles and circumstances, and the varying descriptions provided by witnesses. Additionally, the connection between the victims' double initials and the locations where their bodies were found added a layer of complexity to the investigation. Theories and speculation. Several theories have been proposed over the years regarding the identity and motives of the killer or killers. Single serial killer. The most widely accepted theory is that a single serial killer targeted young girls with double initials, possibly due to a psychological compulsion. The meticulous planning and geographic spread suggest a methodical approach. Multiple killers. Another theory suggests that multiple killers, possibly operating independently but following a similar pattern, could be responsible. This theory is less widely accepted but considered due to the varying descriptions of potential suspects and vehicles. Copycat. The possibility of a copycat killer has also been considered, with someone mimicking the first murder in subsequent killings. Impact and legacy. The Alphabet murders had a profound impact on the Rochester community, leading to heightened fears and changes in how parents supervise their children. The case also highlighted the challenges of solving serial crimes, particularly with the limited forensic technology available at the time. Media and cultural impact. The case has been the subject of numerous books, documentaries, and TV shows, reflecting the enduring fascination and horror it evokes. It has sparked ongoing discussions about the psychology of serial killers and the importance of advances in forensic science. Advancements in forensics. The case has seen renewed interest with advancements in DNA technology and forensic science. Cold case investigators continue to re-examine the evidence in hopes of finding new leads. Conclusion. As we explore the alphabet murders on true crime, we will delve into the detailed timeline of events, the investigation, and the broader societal implications of this chilling case. Join us as we examine the evidence, the impact on the community, and the ongoing debates about justice, forensic science, and the psychology of serial killers. The story of the alphabet murders serves as a powerful reminder of the complexities and challenges inherent in solving cold cases and the enduring quest for justice for the victims and their families.